Hey guys, it's Hannah from Hannah Marie's Bakery in Coshocton, Ohio. Our cake tutorials are for the person who's already mastered baking and wants to get into decorating, or just the person at home that's wanting to learn to decorate. So today we're going to be doing a birch tree cake. We're going to link all the tools in the description below as we do all of our videos. We are not sponsored by any of these companies, but if you do choose to click on the link and decide to buy something, we may receive a small commission. Okay, so now for what you need. You need your cake stand, your cake, of course. You need your regular buttercream, a little bit of chocolate buttercream or fudge. You need a plastic piping bag. You need or a cloth piping bag if that's what you have, which is fine. And then you'll need a pair of scissors to cut the tip off of your plastic piping bag. You also need your straight spatula. I use my Ateco straight spatula. You need a mini offset spatula, and then you need your scraper. And that is all you're gonna need today. Now, make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video, because if you mess up your cake, which you'll know what I mean when I get there once you watch it, we do have a correction for that. So make sure you watch the end, so that way if you're being hard on yourself and you kind of want to fix the top of your cake, check out the end of the video, okay? All right, this is the perfect cake to get started, and you can really customize this. Once you get it fully done, you can add different things, which I'll mention in the video later. So let's get started. Hey guys, welcome back. We're gonna go ahead and start with our birch tree cake today. I have my cake crumbed here, so if you do not have yours crumbed yet, go ahead and go back to Cake 101 video. It's our cake tutorial on how to crumb and ice your cake. But just watch the first part where it shows you how to crumb the cake, and then meet me back here, okay? All right, so let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and mix up my buttercream. I've got my straight Ateco spatula here, and I've just got white buttercream. And I'm gonna go ahead and plop some on the top and scrape my spatula, and then I'm just kind of smoothing and spreading my icing all the way to the edges. And now I'm going to go ahead and try to smooth it out a little bit more here. And I'm holding my cake spatula at like a 45-degree angle towards me. I'm not like straight up and down like this. Okay, so once you get the top pretty well covered and nice and smooth, you don't have to go too crazy because we are going to put a little bit of texture in it, but I try to get it as smooth as possible when I'm first starting. And then I'm kind of going to see where my icing's hanging off the most. And I'm going to start there. And I've got a big blob of icing on my spatula. And I tucked it and I'm spreading it all the way around the cake. And I'm starting where I stopped. Actually, I'm starting a little over. So I'm not going to start right here. I'm going to start like over here. And I'm just making my way all the way around the cake with my white icing. Okay, now I'm just gonna, once I have my whole cake covered, I'm gonna just run my spatula a little bit around. And then I'm gonna take a step back and make sure I'm not super crooked, and see if I need to add any icing anywhere else. Okay, so that's not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and tuck in a little bit here, just because we are going to be pushing a little bit more of the top. Okay, so now you wanna grab your, I call it my scraper, and you're gonna hold it here. Just like you did in the Cake 101 video, you're just doing the same thing. And before you get to the point where you're finished, you want to stop. Again, kind of take a look back. And here is where your fudge bag or chocolate buttercream bag is going to come in handy. What's great is you don't really need any tips for this particular video. Try to make it as simple as possible for the people who don't have anything at home. So really you just need one bag and all your spatulas and a pair of scissors. So, and I'm going to cut just the tiniest hole off the top of here. And I'm going to start I'm digging in. I'm not just lining it on the top. I'm digging in and dragging, so squeeze and drag. You can make some spots like thicker or even just like make a dot in one, and you're just gonna go around and do that in different areas. You can make them straight, you can squiggle them, and just repeat that through the whole cake until you get to the other side. And again, you can see where I'm dragging my icing in, and you'll see why we do that. Okay, I didn't do the top yet because I'm not there yet. Okay, so now I'm gonna make sure there's no icing on my spatula or on my scraper, and I'm going to go ahead and scrape the same way. And you can see where that has already started to make a nice birch. And depending on how smooth you can get it, like I could honestly just stop there. I am gonna go around one more time because I see a little few like holes or air bubbles, which I don't really want. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop a little bit more icing right where I saw a little gap. And I'm gonna go around again, holding my spatula as straight up and down as I can so my cake's not all lopsided. All right. Some people even leave it like this, and then like they'll edge the top in like the dark brown. You can leave it there and be done, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull in my top. And the great thing about the birch cakes, perfect for any occasion, birthdays, showers. What I really have in mind right now is like Thanksgiving and Christmas, and or fall. You can kind of put a little heart in there, like a carved heart, and put like give thanks or blessed. But another idea that would just kind of make it Christmassy is you could put some greenery and maybe some frosted cranberries. That would be a beautiful touch. Okay, so once you have that all kind of smooth, then you're gonna go around with this and dig in just like you did the sides in a nice circle, okay? And then I'm gonna go ahead and wipe that off. And your circles don't have to be perfect, but kind of like making a target at the top. Now I'm gonna take my small spatula, my small offset spatula, and I'm going to do the same thing how we do at the top and just kind of smooth this out a little bit. And just go around like that. And I'm not putting too much pressure because if you put too much pressure here, you're gonna start to come out at the top of your cake like that. So you're barely putting any pressure, just enough to smooth the top. And pretty much you are done. You can clean your board. And of course we like to add glitter, but we try to refrain from using glitter too much around the cameras. Okay, so now your birch tree cake is done, and you can top it with whatever you'd like. You can leave it as simple as can be, but now you have a beautiful cake. Thank you. All right, so if you did press too hard when you ran around the top, as I was saying in the video, and create a little bit of a lip here, don't worry, because it's really an easy fix. You don't have to worry about that. You take your spatula again, okay? Make sure it's nice and clean. And just start, if you already have a seam on your cake, which there's mine right there, I'm gonna start here, and I'm just gonna go around like this. And then, so that already pushed my sides up. So that part's fixed. Now, as I was saying before, you could leave it like that because when a tree gets cut, like it's got all those extra bark pieces, so you can just leave it. But if you want a crisp edge, go ahead and just slightly smooth in or pull in. And it's not really even gonna mess too much with your fudge lines. But if you feel like it does, you can always go around the top again But if you're worried that you're gonna press it again, like go too heavy, then just leave it. It's perfect. And honestly, if you put your flowers or your leaves on here, like I was talking about, you're really not even gonna see all of that. But I'm just gonna go super light. And I'm really just putting pressure from like here in first. And then I'm gonna go again, barely touching that top, just to kind of get the lines going all in the same way. Okay, and that's how you fix your face.